Everybody, thank you for tuning in to X Rise Up Fitness's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over what my wife and I usually look for when we go grocery shopping. So behind me are my essentials and what we usually get just about every time we go to the grocery store. So first I'm going to start off what meats I usually eat. So we have ground turkey, as well as a good source of beef, carne picada, ground beef, chicken drumsticks. Usually I'll eat ground turkey as well as chicken throughout the week, just to get that good source of protein as well as lean meats. And then I'll usually eat beef as well as ground beef towards the weekends because I don't eat as many meals during the weekend because we're always out and about. So keep that in mind. So I usually eat my heavier meats on the weekend and my lighter meats throughout the week because I'm eating 4 to 6 meals a day, and I try to stay as consistent as possible. And then so here are the carbs as well as a good source of protein that I use. So I always eat POW pasta. Check those out. They're called Power Protein pastas. 25 grams of protein per serving as well as 35 grams of carbs. You always got to stay up to date with your greens, broccoli cuts, spinach, sweet peas, and my wife's mixed vegetables. A good snack. I always have a good snacks, for those who are cutting or just want to get in shape, live that healthy lifestyle. Instead of snacking on candy, cakes, or whatever the case may be, I always try to eat organic rice cakes made out of wild rice, gluten-free. For those who are not in the fitness industry or getting into it, stay away from gluten. That's only going to hold fat. We also have Luna protein bars. I got that sweet tooth once in a while, and if you're lacking protein throughout the day, it's a good source. We have oranges and apples. That's my daily shake. I'll mix that in with a cup of my protein as well as creatine in the morning before, to get my day started within that 45-minute window of waking up. And for cheat meals, I have Jif peanut butter as well as Welch's grape jelly. Don't ask why, but these are my cravings about every day. So I usually have about a peanut butter jelly sandwich once or twice a week. And then we have our gluten-free bread. Like I said, stay away from gluten. This is by Ancient Grain. I'm sorry, this is Canyon Bakehouse Ancient Grain bread. Check it out. And this is for my wife and I when we get those midnight cravings. You want to stay away from the candy, the cakes, the little Debbie snacks, whatever the case may be. So we usually have a gluten-free cereal. We have Vans Cinnamon Heaven. It's a whole grain cereal with real cinnamon. And like I said before, so you always want to stay up to date with your peas, broccoli, spinach, whatever the case may be, cabbage. And how I usually set my meals up during the day, so my first meal would be a protein and a carb. Usually try to get a complex carb, which is like a brown rice, sweet potato, yams, or oatmeal. Then my second meal is always a protein shake, and that's when I'll kind of incorporate, my fruits as well as my protein and my creatine. Your third lunch will be around lunchtime. That's usually when I have my protein, carb, and a veggie. You want to stack up as many greens throughout the day because, the more greens the better for your body. The probiotics or whatever the case may be, it's always going to cleanse your system, keep you up to date. And then my fourth meal is always going to be a protein and carb again. If you don't have a protein and carb as well as food, just take a protein bar or a simple protein shake. A lot of the fitness and bodybuilders that I follow, they do a 2 shake a day. I tend to just do 1, and I do that right when I wake up within that 45-minute window. It works best for me. So you got to figure out what your itch is and basically what your body responds to best. So mine responds to protein. Some people respond to carbs. Some people respond to veggies. Some people respond to sugars, whatever the case may be. I have to have meat before I work out just to get my body, feeling right, feeling full and ready to go. And then the fifth meal is always going to be a protein, carb, and veggie. Try that out as well. And then your last meal, which I use before I go to sleep, is a casein protein. So that basically, the casein protein is going to be a protein that takes about 4 to 6 hours to break down in your system. And you want to take a casein protein before you go to sleep because, you're losing energy, you're losing vitamins, as well as sugars, fat, protein, carbs, whatever the case may be. The the necessary vitamins that your body needs. You're losing all of those while you sleep. So that casein proteins and the cape basically delay that whole process, because it's gonna absorb everything that you had in that casein protein while you're asleep. So you wake up without being hungry. You're not gonna be starving. Your body was basically nourished throughout the night. For everybody that has that sweet tooth, like I do every 3 to 4 days throughout the week, if you're missing your fruits or your veggies or any meals or even a protein bar throughout the day and you are hungry and thirsty, don't be afraid to try this juice. It will revitalize all the deficiencies within your body, get you back on track, get your levels to where they need to be. Because I myself have a sweet tooth, so I from time to time catch myself sipping on this, and it's actually very good. Keep in mind it is an antioxidant, meaning it's going to cleanse everything in your body. So if you guys have any questions for me as far as nutrition or how to get into, a meal plan, or just eating right, shed a few pounds, gain a few pounds, gain a few pounds of muscle, shed a couple pounds of fat, feel free to just comment in the statements below, as well as email at x.riseup.fitness@gmail.com. I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. We are just now starting this process. I want to start keying in and trying to lose about 3 to 4 extra pounds of fat, just so I get ready for these shows in the springtime. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to give this video a like and a subscribe. And like I always say, rise with me.